Up. What is with this? Every week.
Going live. And we are live. Hey, everybody. Prepper Nurse One here, along with Little Prepper Lady, and welcome. We are going to be having a talk about 5G today. And I'll be honest with you, coming into this topic, I really hadn't done a lot of research on it. And with doing research on it, it is actually quite fascinating, the information that is out there. So that is what we're going to be doing our chat on tonight. So getting into that, before we start with that, I'd just like to say again, we've had the last two shows, for whatever reason, a lot of people saying negative things, and that's fine. I have a bunch of moderators. I also have two new moderators that we've added on with Wolfang and JJ. And so, again, if you want to act like a jerk, they will boot you out. So just putting that out there ahead of time. Very family-oriented show, so please keep it clean, okay? And so we'll do that. And like I said, that's why I have moderators watching things, because of those reasons. So anyway.
We do match. I made these tie-dyes, so I made matching tie-dyes for the two of us. Yep. And his is going to be screen printed with PN1. Mine's going to be screen printed with LPL once I find a place to do that in the area. And we're going to be wearing these every Sunday because matching's cool.
That's right. So, yeah, that's a new shirt that she made for us. And so anyway, so we're going to get into this topic, 5G. So I'm going to give you the definition first of what 5G is, okay? So 5G is the fifth generation of the mobile network or wireless systems, will be much faster than 4G. Now, they're claiming that it's 100 times faster than 4G, all right? But the problem with 5G as opposed to 4G, 4G is able to use the cell towers that we have all over the place. And so, thank you very much. Yes, it is my birthday. So anybody that's going to say happy birthday, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So before we really jump into stuff too, let me just say, so last Friday, obviously it just happened, we had 521 thumbs up. So we got to beat that today, guys. We got to beat 521 on the thumbs up. So if you guys, and I'm going to mention it a few times, so if you're watching the whole show or if you're watching part of the show, you will hear me mention it because I want to beat 521. That's like, I have these games that I play in my head. So if we can beat the old number, and especially because it's my birthday, let's beat that old number of 521. So, all right, thank you very much. So anyway, so they're claiming that it's going to be 100 times faster than 4G. But there's a problem with the 5G as opposed to 4G. 4G is able to use the towers that are out there now to, transport the frequencies, okay? But with 5G, the towers have to be much closer. So what they're doing is they're putting these 5G receivers, they're putting them on telephone poles. They're putting them on top of light lamps, light posts, and stuff like that. They want to have these things within 300 meters of each other, so it just jumps up so that frequency is that much stronger. Hey, Jeremy, thank you very much. That is if the financial system collapsed, Bitcoin, crypto, waiting in the wings. Crypto work incredibly on 5G. Okay, well, thank you. And thank you for that donation. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Well, that makes a lot of sense considering cryptocurrency is all done through the wireless network.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So what they're going to be doing, they need to install 300,000 new of these towers, these smaller towers, in all the different neighborhoods, okay, which actually is more than all the other cell towers that they've put up in the last 30 years. So think about that. These things would be everywhere, okay? Yeah, 300,000 radiation emitters. We're going to get into all of that, guys. We're going to talk about all of that, okay? Yep. So one of the things with that is that 5G is a high frequency waves that it's putting that out there. Hey, Mountain Girl, thank you very much. Greatly increases our RF radiation facts.
Yep, we're going to go over some of that.
Happy birthday. You totally rock. Love your videos. Glad to be introduced to us to Little Prepper Lady. We love her, too. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, guys, both of you. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I wanted to get into this a little bit more here, what we're talking about. It's an untested technology, so I want you to think about that for a second first. 5G is a very untested technology. So we're talking about the frequencies that 5G is putting off, okay? And she's got some notes over here too, and she's going to jump into that in a second. So I just wanted to talk about this for a second. They're putting these like in every neighborhood, so it's going to be right in your neighborhoods, okay? And the research they've done on it, which is very limited, they're saying that the cell phones can emanate radiation. So your normal cell phone is kicking off radiation all the time anyway, okay?
It's basically like carrying a microwave in your back pocket.
Right. So, I mean, I carry mine in my back pocket, or, you know, I have it in my car next to me all the time. So you're talking about we're carrying these radiation transmitters that have a real possibility of causing cancer. They're saying that 5G has a tendency, in a very limited study, that says that there's some proof that brain tumors are a result of 5G. Now, of course, in a larger study, they're not finding that. Of course, that's what they're saying, okay? So these are things that I want you guys to think about. These are just some of the points of 5G that are out there. And there's been a lot of information coming out about 5G. 5G is used as a weapon by the military. So first I want you to think about that for a second. They use it in combat situations to emanate it out to the enemy, and it actually is used to help them to surrender, to lay down their arms, to not fight.
And essentially it helps to make them sick as well, because it's a beam that they generate directly at a certain area on their body, and it goes through their skin. So then it's causing nerve damage. It's interrupting all of your nerve impulses within your body, because we all know how absorbent our skin is. That's why you get a sunburn. It's essentially the same thing, but it's more generalized instead of over a wide area. They can beam at any place on your body.
Well, think about this too, guys. The human body, we are a transmitter. So we receive transmissions constantly. And what this 5G is doing is it's putting out all this transmissions that is absorbed into your body, and it can affect your mood. It can cause what they're saying. There's been some studies that says that it can cause problems with health problems, and other studies, of course, they're saying no, it's fine. Okay, but again, I want you to look at that objectively. But it's going everywhere, and not just in the United States, but around the world as well. So if you want to read off some of the stuff that you got there.
So I was taking a look at some different articles as he was doing some research as well. And first thing, Sprint's 5G is going to be going live in 4 cities. It didn't name what 4 cities, but AT&T actually took a heat for their 5G Evolution logo, which looks a lot like 5G, but their speeds are only going to be closer to 4G. And I did find some research where they're saying, you know, in the case of what you looked at.
Hey, Vincent, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. So they did say, you know, speeds are going to be 100 times faster. You're going to be able to download a full movie of almost 2 hours in 5 seconds. You know, but then there's other cases where they're testing it and it's not any faster other than a second or a few seconds faster than 5G. So or 4G. Just keep that in mind. That some people are saying it's going to be faster. Some people are saying it's not going to be faster. So what's really the, you know, outcome of it? Why are they trying to push it so hard? Why are all of these new towers being put up all over the place? Why are all the street lamps being turned into 5G capable? You know, utility poles. Make your own judgments on that. But
well, I want you guys to think about something too. These cell towers that they have all over the place now that are not near people and not near residential neighborhoods, they are putting out radiation. So they already know that. That's already being out there. And they know also that these 5G towers that they're putting every 300 meters. I want you to think about that. Hey, Patty Morgan, thank you very much. Happy birthday. Thank you for all the videos and great information. I love watching the progress on the homestead. Thank you very much, Patty. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation. It's very nice of you. Thank you. But going back to this, they know that these cell towers are emitting out.
And there's the phone.
Well, that was my cousin calling me. But they know that these towers are putting out radiation. Okay, so these new things that they're putting in the neighborhoods every 300 meters. So I want you to think about how close that is. Okay, they're also going to be not only just emitting radiation, but these frequencies that are going to affect not only people but animals as well. So, and again, like I said, this is technology, guys, that's already being used by our military as a weapon. So that's kind of scary if you think about it, that if they put these in every neighborhood out there, how they can be used as a weapon.
And think about it this way. If they're going to already use it as a weapon on enemies, what's to say they're not going to use it as a weapon on us? Maybe there's a switch in all of these that they'll be able to turn on and say, okay, we need to make everybody docile. We need to make them surrender. We need to make them do whatever it is that we want them to do. So once they get all of this in place, they could flip that switch. That could be the major SHTF situation that everybody's been waiting for. We're all going to be like, okay, here's our guns. You do whatever it is that you want to do. Enact, martial law and have it be like, Germany. And at that point in time, what are we going to do? Because it's screwing with our entire internal system, our brains, everything. So at that point in time, we're kind of at a loss.
Right, exactly. All right, guys, I'm going to mention this again. I'm going to do it several times through this. So we're up to 527 people. We're trying to beat 521 thumbs up. So if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please do so. The record we got last on Friday was 521, so I want to try to beat that today. And like I said, that's just a game. So if you guys can help me get up over 521 thumbs up today, that would be awesome. Okay, so thank you.
He called me after the last live show, and he was like, dude, did you see how many thumbs up I had? He's like, we got to beat that on Sunday. We're going to beat that on Sunday.
Well,
I was like, all right.
We will, yeah. Who told me that the military was using it? It's common knowledge that the military is already using it as a weapon. Mm-hmm. Just do the research, you'll see it. It's all out there that they are using these radio frequencies with the 5G and stuff like that to demoralize troops, to make them not want to fight, to basically lay down their arms and to give up. So that is already out there, guys. So I just want to let you know that. Okay.
So when 4G came into play, everybody was like, going, okay, what's the health risks? What's it going to do to us? We know it's radiation. We know it's emitting frequencies that, are not good as far as microwave waves. Like, you're not supposed to stand next to your microwave when you're cooking your food. Same kind of thing. So everybody came out when the cell phones came out and was like, this isn't good. Well, here's the thing. So 1, 2, 3, and 4G use between 1 to 5 gigahertz of frequency. 5G uses between 24 to 90.
Hey, Jennifer, thank you very much for that donation. I appreciate that.
So
thank you.
We have that increase in the gigahertz along with the 5G. Not to mention, it's going to be every 300 meters throughout the entire country. Everywhere.
Right.
And then within the RF radiation portion of the electromagnetic spectrum, the higher the frequency, the more dangerous it is to living organisms. It dissipates with distance. So if you have your cell phone, on one end of your house and you're on the other, it's not going to harm you as much as if you have it right up next to you. But who does that? We don't do that. We carry it with us. We're talking on the phone all the time. It's going right into our brain, through our ears. It's going into our face. It's going into our necks. That's why we see increases in, neck cancer or throat cancer, problems with your hearing and your ears, severe headaches, dizziness, nausea. All of these things can all be linked to extended cell phone use, and it's just going to get worse with the 5G rolling out.
Well, and I think about this. I want you guys to think about this too. Let's say they get 5G rolling out everywhere, okay? And they're having these transmitters. What do you think that for your Wi-Fi for your house, you have that transmitter right in your house. That's in everybody's house. Everybody has that little Wi-Fi thing so that they can hook up to the internet throughout the house. those are all over the place. So that is a transmitter. So we're going to have these transmitters right directly in our homes. There is a thing that we looked at that you can put your what is it?
It's a router guard.
Right.
It guards against 95% of the radiation that
Off
is
of your
emitted
router.
off of your Wi-Fi router. So
Right.
if you're able to purchase one of these, that's going to be a great idea. And I'm going to get one for both of my routers that I
Right.
have in my house
And I'm
because I
definitely
didn't
gonna get one as
realize
well.
this.
We didn't either. We were both like, when we saw that, we're like, these routers are putting off so much radiation, and they do have these router guards that are going to help. Like, again, 95% of the radiation won't be able to be put out because of that. So I think, if you have a router in your house, and I'm not any part of that company, I'm just saying this is something that I definitely plan on doing. I know Little Prepper Lady plans on doing it as well. So it's a way that you can protect yourself and your family. So anything we can do, guys, that's going to help protect ourselves, we should absolutely do that.
Yep. So they have not only the routers in our house that are going to be access to the 5G system and be able to do everything that's throughout our house. And let's think about this. Now, the house that I'm in right now, because there's so many floors to it, I have 2 routers because my house is large. Sometimes when you live in a raised ranch, your house is 70, 75, 80 feet long. You need an extender or an additional router. So they know that. They understand that because they make those routers so they only go so far and only cover so many square feet in your house intentionally.
So it covers more.
So that it covers more. So they know that they're going to be able to spread that 5G system all throughout every area of your house. And here's the thing about 5G, which is why they're trying to get it in so many areas. It doesn't go well through solid surfaces. So if there's a lot of trees in the area, they're going to knock those trees down so that they can put these systems in. If you have, a lot of walls in your house, they're going to make sure that those routers aren't working unless you have several of them in your home because
Right.
they're not going to be going through walls. So they're going to intentionally make it happen that way.
Right. Those frequencies can't travel through mass objects. So you're seeing a lot of the old growth trees in a lot of cities. When they put up these 5G systems, they're taking down a lot of these old trees because that's stopping those frequencies from traveling through to get to where they need to go. So again, those are things that I want you guys to think about. It's like that. It's kind of scary if you really think about it. I mean, it's like I kind of went into this really open-minded. I'll be honest with you. And as I did more and more research on what was going on, it's very, very scary with the 5G.
Yeah, he was literally sitting here reading things and watching things, and he's going, I just changed my whole perspective on this whole thing.
Because
and
I didn't really have a big look at 5G ahead of time. And so I started doing the research on it, and I was just like, holy crap. It's amazing how it is used in those type of things. Is something they can pull with eminent domain crap. I'm not really sure. Oh, as far as taking the trees down? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. I have no idea.
Well, they're going to, we don't really have any rights to our property anyway. Just because we have a deed that says that we own the property doesn't actually mean that we own the property because the government can come and confiscate it for whatever they need it for at any point in time anyway. So we actually don't own anything at all.
I'll let you talk for a second. I hear somebody knocking. So hold on 1 second. I got it.
It's a little shaky. All right, let's refocus. So I also wanted to say, as far as this goes, the World Health Organization actually came out and labeled 5G as a carcinogen. So what is a carcinogen? Tobacco. A serious health risk, a serious cancer-causing agent. They labeled it as a carcinogen in 2011. There is not this kind of research that needs to be done on this in order to, know what kind of long-term health effects that this is going to have on the population. And not only the population, but there have been reports. Hi, Erin. How are you? You have to have a 5G phone. Is already built in regular phones, and it is what it is. Okay, so as far as that goes, what we found through our research today is the 5G towers are going to be going up first. Now, remember when they switched over from 3G to 4G, you couldn't use the phone that had 3G capability for any length of time once 4G came in. You had to upgrade to that new device or the 3G wouldn't work well. We're not going to do that this time from what we researched. I don't know if maybe they'll change it or something will happen with that. But from right now, what they're saying is they're going to put all these towers up. They're going to have all these systems in place and have it all be ready to go. And then you actually have to get rid of your 4G phone. So this will actually be useless and you will not be able to use it. Once they flip that switch, once it's 5G, you have to have a brand new 5G device. And that's another thing that I want to say. So not only, is it going to cost however much money for us taxpayers because of the fact that, they're putting all of this money into putting these towers up and somebody has to pay for it. So it's going to be coming out of our pockets. But on top of that, they're going to make a whole ton of money off of everybody needing to have that cell phone, needing to have their access to social media, needing to be able to talk and text and Snapchat and Instagram and everything else with everybody every 5 seconds. And you're not going to be able to do that with your 4G phone. So people are going to be going out and dropping thousands of dollars on a brand new phone, and they'll probably skyrocket the price. I paid almost $1,000 for a Note 9. Yes, it's on a payment plan, but still, $1,000 for a phone? Are you serious? That breaks? Seriously. So they're going to skyrocket the price on the phone because it's going to be connected to 5G, and that's the only way you're going to be able to get anything that you need to get. You're not going to have access to anything that's 4G once they flip that switch. So unfortunately, we're all going to be going out having to get new phones or choose to not do it. And I'm literally sitting here going, I may just not have a phone. If you want to get a hold of me, I guess I'll have a landline and you'll have to call me like it's 1999 because I'm not going to do it. All better?
Yeah, everything's good.
Oh, good.
All right,
Welcome
guys.
back.
Sorry about that.
They're probably sick of listening to me talk.
Oh, good. The spam bots for
They're
the
probably
corner
like,
back
let
today.
Ed
Awesome.
come back so she shuts up.
All right, guys. Again, I'm going to mention real quick. We're trying to beat 521 thumbs up today. So I see we're almost at 650 people watching. If you haven't given us a thumbs up, like I said, it's a game, just a game I'm playing. I want to see if we can beat 521 thumbs up before the show is over. So if you guys could throw us a thumbs up if you haven't done so already, I would appreciate it.
Yes, Robert, the cell signal is different from the 4G, 5G. That's what I was just saying. So this phone, once they flip that switch, and his phone and everybody else that's carrying a phone right now is going to be useless. You might as well use it as a paperweight because you're not going to be able to use it to text, call.
Oh, with the 5G,
do anything on social media. You won't be able to connect to Wi-Fi, nothing. You will be able to do nothing with this. So you'll have to go out and switch your phone.
So Lori Austin just put on here, Amazon has a Wi-Fi guard for $70.
Awesome.
So that's, so again, if you're looking to get that guard for your router, that's a good way of doing it.
That phone won't work either.
Oh, I know.
None of them will work.
Yeah, you're going to have to upgrade everything once they do the whole upgrade. So, except to make phone calls. Yeah, you'll still be able to make phone calls, but as far as like your internet stuff and that type of thing.
Yep, you won't. Well, I don't know. They may even stop it so that you can't make phone calls. I know that after they did the switch between the 3G and the 4G, they let it go on for a certain period of time. And then if you didn't upgrade yourself to a 4G device, you couldn't do anything on that 3G phone
Yeah, actually,
anymore.
I remember that too.
You couldn't make phone calls except for 911, and that was it.
A useless $1,000 phone, exactly. No, I hear you on that. They're saying that 5G will be completely rolled out by 2020, just so you guys know.
So soon.
So, yes.
Well, our laptops, yes, because laptops don't run off of the same system that the cell phone does through the cell phone company. As far as their signal goes, you're running right off of your router. And most of the routers that they have out there now are already 5G capable.
So somebody just asked, will 5G be completely gone? Well,
4G.
Or 4G. So let me ask you this to answer that question. Is 3G still around? I mean, realistically, it's not.
It is if you're in the middle of nowhere and then your phone drops down and it says 3G.
Right,
and then you're like, I can't do anything. I can't even make a phone call.
Yeah, this is true. That's exactly. Yeah, but as far as that goes, that's the way they're going to do that.
Not his wife.
She's not my wife. We're just friends. But thank you, Tommy West. She is a very pretty young lady.
No,
yes,
I'm not.
She is.
Stop talking.
Yes, she is.
Stop talking.
I'm not going to stop talking.
Yes, stand up and say no to 5G. I'm with you.
Yeah, but what can we do about it, guys? Realistically,
I'm going back to the landline.
Yeah, well, that's...
You want to get a hold of me about...
3G is still around. People just don't use it because it's too slow. And that's the whole premise of going from 4G to 5G. But it's supposed to be so much faster.
At the same time, they didn't redo the entire infrastructure of the cell phone system to go from 3G to 4G. They just came out with quicker phones. This is a redo of the entire cell phone infrastructure from the ground up. Because
of the frequencies don't travel as far as the old 3G and 4G systems do. They can't use the cell towers with that. That's why they're putting in all these new boxes in every town and on every street.
And then there was one thing that I heard, I think it was in Ohio. Let me know if there's any people in Ohio if this is correct, but sorry. There was a school that had a cell phone tower right next to it, a 5G cell phone tower. And kids in this school, it was an elementary school, I think they were like 6 or 7 years old, came down with cancer. 4 of them in 1 year. The town had to fight tooth and nail to get them to take this cell phone tower down. And it wasn't even, it was just up, emitting whatever it's emitting.
Right.
When they put them up. It wasn't even in use. People weren't even connecting to it yet. And it was already causing cancer among all of these children. Just birds are falling out of the sky within a mile radius of these things being put up.
So somebody just put on here, Syracuse just made an agreement with Verizon to become the first 5G city. So Syracuse, New York.
I'm not going anywhere near Syracuse. Not happening.
School is getting paid for that tower.
Yes, they were. Yep. And a lot of schools do that, actually. They rent part of their land out to the cell phone companies or electric companies or whatever for them to be able to put up what they want on it, and they get a chunk of money from it.
Well, the problem that I have too, guys, if you really want to look at it in a realistic way, is in a layman's way, not enough research has been done to justify putting this out there like it is right now. They really need to do the research to see what the harmful effects are from this, and they already know. And that's the thing that really bothers me more than anything else. They already know what the effects are from that. So, I mean, it's not like it's something that they don't know, but it's definitely something that they already know ahead of time. And so that's something to think about as well. That's just my opinion on the research. No, they've already proved they haven't done a lot of research. That is not just my opinion. So, no, if it was just my opinion, I will be the first to say, this is my opinion. They have done limited studies on what this does to human beings, okay?
And they've even come out and said specifically that they need more research to be done on it to know the actual effects. These research companies are telling those that are trying to put out this 5G that they need more time to research this. They need more studies. They need to know what it's going to do. And they're like, nope, push and we're doing it anyway.
Right. They're very much pushing it. So modems are for home use. It's different. Well, your router. We're not talking about the modem, guys. We're talking about the router.
The router, the Wi-Fi router that your Wi-Fi goes through.
Time for Magic Jack. That's all. Well, like I said, the way that this, again, like I said, if the military is already using this type of thing as a weapon, and somebody just said Israel won't allow 5G. She said, I wonder why that would be. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, look at things realistically. Why are they saying no to it? If that's true. Now, I don't know if that's a true statement or not. I'm going to believe that you're telling the truth. I mean, I don't know for sure. But if you have a place like Israel that's saying, no, we're not going to have it, and they're really pushing it on people, there can be some serious issues with that, guys. So those things need to be addressed and taken care of.
They are spamming the crap out of you.
Yeah, I'm getting spammed big time. And thank you for my moderators, guys. I appreciate you. I really, truly do, for jumping on this and making sure that this, I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting all kinds of porn spam. Go look at our porn sites. You know, I don't know what that's all about. Hey, Bug Out Bushcrafter, thank you very much. Thank you for the donation. He said, happy birthday, PN1. Thank you very much. Yeah, the years are flying by. And I'll tell you something, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again. My grandmother told me one time, she said, Ed, the older you get, the faster the time goes. And I'll tell you what, she's 100% right. Really, it's amazing how fast time flies as you get older. So
it's going so fast, I can't even read.
I know a lot of them are so real fast. Guys, again, we're playing a game here tonight. So last Friday, obviously Friday that just happened, had 521 thumbs up. If you haven't thumbed us up yet already, please do so. We're trying to beat 521.
YouTube is pissed. You are absolutely correct.
Yeah, they don't like the truth being put out
there. So
I
wanted to throw this out there, and I want to know what you guys think. So how many of you guys have seen the movie The Happening? You know, where the plants attack the humans, and, well, they don't attack the humans, but they emit this thing and make the humans kill themselves. How many have seen that movie? Okay, so a lot of people have seen that movie. Ed and I were talking about this before we went live tonight. I was like, dude, I feel like with the emission from the 5G, it's going to be that kind of scenario, because what they have said, is this weaponized 5G system that they're pushing on us, when everybody's going, no, we don't want it. It's causing us to become more docile. It's causing memory loss. It's causing severe headaches. It's causing changes in vision, mood, sleep disorders, and it's even causing...
Mark Wahlberg, correct.
Yep, increased cases of leukemia. So was that movie predictive programming? Could that potentially be something that happens? Because they even said in a lot of the studies, as far as the medical, or not the medical, but the weaponizing of the 5G system through the military, they can make people do things with this technology.
Right.
So exactly. Could it be a switch that they flip, and it's going to make everybody do what they want us to do? Either, kill our own selves, kill other people, lay our guns down and do whatever they want us to do? Is it going to make, the plants have some type of bad reaction? Is it going to make animals have a bad reaction?
Jacob just made a comment. He said all the new phones are 4G and 5G compatible, so they won't be useless. Well, if they're doing that, they're doing, they're rolling that out so that it will be ready for when 5G comes out. So that's actually good in that aspect.
Right.
I did want to mention real quick, guys. Today is the last day of the sale for the Legacy Foods. While I was thinking about it on my website, preppernurse1.com. The 120 meal breakfast, lunch, and dinner bucket. You buy one, you get 50% off the second one. So if you're looking to add to your long-term freeze-dried food storage, that tonight is the last night for that. So 3 a.m. East Coast time, midnight West Coast time, that sale will be over. So if you were looking to add on to your, like I said, your freeze-dried food storage, now would be the time to do so. It's a pretty good deal. So it's a good way to do it. I also wanted to mention on my website, we have the Prepper Nurse One community, which is totally free. It costs nothing to join. It's a great place to connect with like-minded people that from whatever state or whatever country you're in. The message boards are blowing up all the time on the Prepper Nurse One community. A lot of good information. So if you are interested in checking that out, again, it's totally free. It's very private. You can't go in there and see something if you're not signed up. So it's a great way to meet like-minded people. Last thing I want to mention, Mike from the Watchman News, he has his channel. He does a show every single day about the news. So if you check that out with the Watchman News, he also has on my website, if you go under the store, he has for Kratom. He sells Kratom on my website. And, well, not on my website, but he has a link to Kratom. So if you're interested in Kratom as a pain relief, go and check that out as well. So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys so you have that information.
So a couple of the comments, and I'm writing them down. You'll see me over here doing this. Somebody had said something, will it affect our plants? Absolutely. I think that it will. And this is just my opinion. I don't know. There hasn't been any research on it because obviously we're not going to know until it gets rolled out. But I feel like, yes, it's going to have a drastic impact on our plants. We're already seeing bees dying off, birds dying off, and those are just as sensitive as plant life is. So are we going to have problems with our crop? Are we going to have mutant crops? Are our crops going to grow strangely, not the the normal way that they normal grow? Or are they not going to grow at all? Is it going to get in our soil and cause effects with our water, cause problems with our soil? Absolutely. If it's causing that kind of a condition to our skin, and they've even said that this type of technology can cause a burning sensation to the point where people are like running away from whatever it is because it's burning your skin on contact, like you touch something hot. So if it's doing that to us, yes, it can absolutely do it to our plants, I feel like. And I'm kind of nervous about how all of that's, going to affect everything.
And again, remember, guys, we are receivers. That's our body makeup is being able to receive information, and that's what this 5G is doing. Once they roll this out here, it's nothing but great big receivers that are coming in, and we're receiving a lot of information, too much information. So
the bees have been dying off. I've hardly seen any bees. It was 84 degrees yesterday at the hottest, and I saw one bee, and it was buzzing around like it didn't know what it was doing, where it was going.
So Devin just asked, why do they want it up so bad? Well, think about it. If it can be used as a weapon to control people, to make people more docile, to make people do whatever they want them to do, if you have that everywhere and you can transmit out this information subliminally to people, and you're absorbing this information in, because again, we are receivers. That's what we do. Our body makeup is to receive information. And so, think about that. I mean, that's kind of scary. If you really want to think about that, it's really scary.
Yeah, I didn't say there weren't bees anywhere. I just said we haven't seen a whole lot of bees around this area that we normally would see. Yeah. There probably are areas where the bees are fine, especially if you're in the mountains and you're away from, all of that kind of stuff. When you're in a town, a village, a city, you're not going to see as much of that stuff because there's a lot more of that out there that's radiating that energy, and it's killing off a lot of the things, and they've proven that. There's been scientific proof, studies done that the people and the areas that are closest to that are having effects from it.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, I also wanted to talk about this. So they said it's going to be affecting the DNA strands as well. So it's going to be messing with our DNA, and it's especially harmful during the first 100 days after your conception. And it's also sterilizing men, which goes right along with their agenda. You don't want the population to grow. You want to make the population get less and less and less. Well, let's do whatever we can to sterilize men so you can't make any more babies. And then we have the whole issue of, everything else that goes along with that, changing sexes and changing genders. And it's all a push for the same agenda. It all falls under population control and, killing off who's not necessary.
Jacob, radiation doesn't do our free will. It's the receivers, all these big things that they're putting in all these towns, they're transmitting out information, okay? And we are receivers. We can receive information. So it's affecting us physically and mentally, receiving all this information. They can basically subliminally put this information in. Plus, on the top of it, it's also probably giving you cancer on top of it. So those are things that I want you guys to think about.
They actually changed it from Agenda 21 to Agenda 30 because apparently their plans haven't been in place and they don't have everything ready to go like they wanted it to go by 2021. So now they pushed it out to 2030. So we'll see what happens with that. They'll probably change it again. But yes, it's been changed to Agenda 2030 now with a whole lot of new stuff added in.
Well, the people in the country have to worry about 5G. You're basically in the beginning, they want it everywhere, guys. Okay. So eventually, yes, but in the beginning, it'll be concentrated in the cities and in suburbia. Those are going to be the first places that it's going to be concentrated. Eventually, they're going to want to try to put it out everywhere. So, because of the more control and the more effect they can have on people, it's better for them. All right, so I'm going to mention it again. I know we're playing a game here a little bit. On Friday, I had 521 thumbs up. We're at 480 right now. We got to beat 521, guys. So we got to put up a big new number here. So if you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, please do. I do appreciate the thumbs up, but it's just I want to beat that 521 today. I think we're going to do it. So, but then we got to set the bar high. We got to make a new bar and make it really, really high.
Oh, every week he's going to be like higher, higher.
Right. It's just a game. It's just something to do. It makes it more fun.
Except I won't be here for the next 2 weeks.
Yes,
possibly 3. I don't know. I haven't decided
the
yet.
third. What do you mean? You'll be back by then, won't you?
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Okay.
I have unpacking and stuff to do.
All right.
I'm going to be gone for 10 days.
Well, she's going to be going on vacation. Next Sunday, she's taking a day with her daughter. Her daughter's birthday is next Sunday. So she'll be spending the day with her daughter. So she will not be with us next week because of that on next Sunday. And then the Sunday after that, she's on vacation. But then she comes back on the Saturday. So we'll see what happens on that Sunday after that. So
I'll call him when I get home and we'll decide.
Hey, we got a new number. Cool, 522. All right, let's see if we can get it way up there, guys. Let's see how high we can get it tonight just for fun.
It's because we got matching tie-dyes.
Exactly. That's what.
Except he didn't know you were supposed to have 100% cotton for tie-dye. So
She said
got 30% cotton. And I'm like, why is this dye not working? And read it ahead of time.
She said, get a white T-shirt. So I picked up a white T-shirt.
I would have just assumed you had to know that cotton is the best way to dye.
No idea.
JJ, I'll make you one. You demand, I'll make you one.
Should sell them on, get a website.
I should do a tie-dye website. What do you think, guys? I love making tie-dye. It's so much fun.
You have the largest live vet shoes I have seen. Yeah, we've had a good amount of people today in the chat. The last couple of shows have been really, really good. Hey, Mountain Girl. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I had a very good birthday. I spent a lot of the day with my daughter. We went and had lunch, and then we stacked wood, as you guys saw in my earlier video that I put up earlier today. Had to make some kind of progress today. It's just trying to always move forward, trying to get things done. But very, very mellow day. Heard from a lot of people, a lot of family and friends. So I do appreciate it from everybody. I really do. All you guys saying happy birthday, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Is a time. It's flying by, guys. I'm telling you right now, it is absolutely flying by.
Maybe what I'll do, since he has a website, is I'll make a whole bunch of tie-dyes.
Oh, maybe we could add them onto the website.
And we can add them onto the website.
Yeah, we could do that.
And if I figure out a good screen printing place, I can come up with some nifty sayings, and we can have them screen printed with stuff too. So you guys can order them right off the website. That would be awesome.
We could definitely do that. Do you know a prepper online site to buy bulk stuff? I really don't know that. Lockridge Farms, I don't know much about 5G stuff. More worried about the farm. Check out my progress being one. Thank you very much for that donation as well. I appreciate that. And I have been watching a little bit of your channel. I've seen what you're doing there. So, like I said, just keep working at stuff. Anybody, go ahead.
Put prep or die, then peace under. I love that.
Prep or die, and then peace.
I'm writing that down. That's such a good idea. Peace with a smiley face.
Right. Bunker branding works when YouTube creators on merchandise. The tap sack, scary. No, I'm gonna have to look into that. Write that down.
Tap sack?
Yeah, the tap sack. We'll definitely look into it.
We're getting better organized,
yes, yeah.
guys,
We got to have a can of green tea on there for JJ if he gives a tie-dye shirt.
Then I've got my Red Apple Ale. Again, this message is sponsored by Red Apple Ale.
Linda just said it's her baby girl's birthday, 25. Yeah, that's a baby. That's a youngin' right there. Oh, the red flag law on steroids. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Sure idea. Big Five grilling us all.
Yeah, right.
I love it. Yeah, everybody loves tie-dye. Who doesn't love tie-dye?
Right, exactly.
Come on, tie-dyes are awesome.
Is this 4G poisoning people faster than we think? The 5G definitely will be because of what they're doing. What happened about Jello shots?
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Well, he did make me a White Russian, except he made it super strong, and I'm like... Camo tie-dye, that's a good idea.
Yeah. How often do you get to go to the gun range and do you teach your kids? I don't need to go to a gun range because I can shoot right into my hill behind me. So I can practice all I want right here at home. And my kids do know about guns and they know about gun safety. So I definitely make them aware of that. Oh, just so you guys know too, at 9 o'clock, we will be doing a half an hour of taking phone calls again. So from 9 to 9:30, we'll be taking calls. So so you're aware of that ahead of time. And so we'll go, just so you guys know.
Yeah, I'll do t-shirts of all different sizes, and I'll do guys t-shirts and girls t-shirts, and it'll be good. I love to do
Be woke and go broke. Yeah, Jay, I hear you. There's always something else to add. There's always something else to get. It's
Cheech and Chong tie-dye. Yes, I love Cheech and Chong.
But it's definitely, having, the best place to get stuff, guys, just like I did the video yesterday about garage sales, estate sales, flea markets, great place to get preps. Everything is up to negotiation, which I love that. So that's definitely the way to do things.
Spring break in the 90s. That's funny.
Yeah.
I was in diapers in the 90s. So.
Yin and yang.
Oh, we're calling already.
No, we can't do calls yet.
Not until 9.
Not till 9 o'clock, guys.
Why'd you turn it on?
I turned it on to get it ready for when 9 o'clock comes.
No, you turn it on at 9.
Okay, well, apparently.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to banter. I'm trying to get better.
She's being bossy and she's a bully. She's bullying me. Please help me. She's a bully. She scares me.
Stop. I'm not going to hit you. I'm going to be good tonight.
You're not going to hit me? No, again, guys. She's going to hit me again. I'm scared. Please.
It's your birthday. I'm trying to be nice. You're lucky it's your birthday.
Freeze-dried food will be golden, SHTF. You are absolutely right. I need to have elder abuse. That's right. Exactly. See, now she's assaulting me. I got witnesses again, guys.
Run, Ed.
She's bossy. She's mean.
Yeah, those are the nice things I've been called.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
We're not going to get into all the other things that she's been called so far.
It's a good time. We laugh.
I think I need to get a bodyguard, though.
Yeah.
Somebody help
from my whole 76 pounds, 4'11", scary bad self.
Yeah, she's mean though.
Yeah.
It's 76 pounds I kick behind is what that is. Wait till after the wedding. Oh my God, that's too funny.
Not gonna happen.
No. This would go.
This world is so far gone. I'm looking forward to the afterlife.
Yeah.
You sound like my mom.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the donation. Yeah, this world is definitely gone. That is for sure. I need a birthday spanking. Yeah, but what if I like it?
I'm not spanking him.
Hit me again! Lay it on me!
Can I whack you upside the back of the head? Does that count as a birthday spanking?
Oh, that's too funny. We didn't see it. The internet glitched. Yeah, okay. She beats me all the time.
I do not.
I'm scared, guys.
Anybody who watched my video, or if you didn't watch my video, you should totally watch my video, because he literally poked his head in and was like, hello.
Right.
All creepy like.
What is your mailing address? My mailing address is P.O. Box 432, Dansville, New York, 14437.
No, I don't need to borrow a crutch. I need to borrow a stepladder so I can reach him.
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
They're only in it for the Mega Millions. Well, yeah, of course. It's always about the money. They don't care what happens to us. Why would they care? And somebody had mentioned earlier, I saw in the comments as I was going through something about, well, how are the elites going to protect themselves?
Hey, Brian, thank you very much. He said, happy birthday, Ed. This is for you. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So how are the elites going to protect themselves? If you look into Silicon Valley, the big tech giants, they don't let their kids have cell phones at all. They don't have their kids access to any of that kind of stuff. There's a reason for that. They don't have them access to it for a reason, because they know what it's doing to people and they don't want them around it. Those people don't have access to those kind of things, and they're going to make sure that they're protected as much as possible from any of it. Run, Ed, run. Yes, run. I'm super scary. You should
she's
just run.
mean. Short girl struggles are real. That's funny. Let's see.
What a fact?
A ladder. You need a ladder.
Oh, yes, I do need a fact. I mean, yes, I need a ladder.
You need a fact?
I'm sorry. I was up at 7 o'clock yesterday morning. I didn't come home until 12:30 this morning, so I'm a little tired today.
Yeah, the elite are buying a lot of land over in New Zealand, actually, is where they're building bunkers, and they're doing that a lot over there.
Is there a way to protect yourself from 5G? Well, there's those router covers, and then other than that, I haven't seen anything yet, but I'm going to continue to look into it and see what I can come up with. I know they have smart meter covers.
Hey, Deborah, happy birthday to you too today. She said she's 64 today.
That's cool.
And she's saying happy birthday. So thank you, and happy birthday to you too.
I know they have smart meter covers for your smart meters that also are emitting the radiation. So the meters that got switched over from the digital read, where they kind of had to estimate what your power usage was. Now they have the digital ones that are constantly updating the power company literally every 30 minutes or something like that. They make smart meter covers for that. So I don't know, but as the technology comes, I'm going to definitely be keeping an eye out for ways to protect myself and my family from it.
Okay, so Tim just asked, are we still having a meeting get-together this summer? I do plan on doing that. We're going to be doing it at Letchworth State Park in New York. We will definitely give you guys a firm date of when we're going to do that. It'll probably be July or August. Probably more in August. It'll be better weather then. It'd be a great time for it, and it won't interfere with like the 4th of July and stuff like that. So most likely beginning of August would probably be a good time for that. So we will let you know. We'll give you more information on that. I think that would be a lot of fun. Everybody get together, like-minded people, bring a dish, pass a dish, and just kind of chit-chat and have a good time. I think that would be a lot of fun.
I'm excited for this. I think it's going to be a good time. Bring your own beer, too.
Yeah, it's a BYOB. Absolutely. Rolling in on my Harley. Cool.
He will be, too.
I will be, too. Yeah, I'll be up there with my bike. Do I think that 5G is a means of population sterilization or reduction? It very well could be. It could affect those type of things. So absolutely, that could affect it.
Well, like I've said before, and I'll continue to say this forever and a day, it's a whole lot of things. It's not just one thing, guys, that they're doing. It's everything all rolled into one. All these little tiny things are just little puzzle pieces, and they're putting this giant puzzle together to complete this agenda. This whole agenda of all this stuff that they want to do.
I have a 2015 Heritage Softail. That's what I ride. Harley, of course. So that is my toy. What? Something else?
No.
Oh.
I'm listening to you talk going.
You have no idea.
Do you tuck her in at night?
Absolutely. She has her own little shed that she sleeps in.
I know, I've seen it. Do you like put her under a blanket and like pet her and sing her
she gets washed, she gets cleaned, and yeah.
Good night, little girl.
I haven't given her a name yet, but she's definitely a girl, so you know.
Well, no, really. I would have never guessed.
Right.
Dudes don't ride dude Harleys.
Right, exactly. Beneficial to our society more than we're letting on. I don't think so. I wouldn't say that it would be.
I mean, I don't see any positive benefits out of the 5G other than the one big thing that they're pushing, which is it's 100 times faster than 4G, and you can download a movie in 5 seconds.
Yeah, that would be the
one. Well, you can download a movie on 4G right now. If I go on Netflix and download a movie off of being connected to my Wi-Fi, well, I don't need to connect to my Wi-Fi because I have unlimited data. But if I had to be connected to my Wi-Fi or even his Wi-Fi.
Yeah, if we're doing a meet and greet, guys, in August, you can bring your kids. Absolutely bring your kids. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but somebody had mentioned that. So go ahead.
And download a video. The topic is 5G.
He's gonna hit me again?
The topic is 5G. He's so ADD. I'm going to bring some Ritalin over for you. You're out of control.
I'm scared.
Shut up.
she's assaulting me again. Or did the computer glitch once again?
No, that was only for the birthday spanking.
Oh, that's okay.
He gets 52 of them. My hand would go numb.
52,
I need
54.
54, I mean. I need a paddle. Do you have a paddle?
Oh, no, I gave that up for Lent.
Seriously?
No, I'm only kidding. You have to give up something you like. I don't think somebody whipping my butt would be something that I would enjoy.
I'll just use one of your belts then.
Yeah, there
it's
you
fine.
go. Oh,
anyway, with the 5G being beneficial, I could download a movie right now because I did this last year before I went to Florida because you can't use anything on a plane. You have to put in airplane mode, but you can watch downloaded movies. And it was a 2-hour flight. So I was like, hey, perfect. I downloaded a movie. It was a 2-hour movie literally in 15 minutes. Who doesn't have 15 minutes to start a download on their phone and walk away and go do some dishes or something?
Yeah, ICU 812, exactly. My Harley doesn't assault me. My Harley loves me. She calls
I'm
me.
trying
she
to
says,
stay
"Come
on
and ride
topic,
me."
and you're not helping.
Oh, Tim and Melinda said, I'd watch your DIY on solar installation. Really helped me.
I don't know what that
thank you.
means.
A beta? Yeah, okay.
I don't know what that means.
That's just BS. Somebody being a jerk off.
Oh.
That's all.
Shocker. I'm so
Wow, what a
surprised.
surprise, exactly.
I'm going to do my stuff.
Okay. So
Going to do my stuff, people.
So we're gonna
back.
we're gonna be taking calls here in about 6 more minutes, okay? I created a monster. Deborah just said, I know, she's out of control.
I was like this before I met you.
Yeah.
We're just terrible together. That's the problem. Why are your fingers so big?
Oh, for my ring? It's one of them, yeah.
This thing is like the size. I could put like my pinky and my ring finger in
That's
there.
funny.
It's ridiculous.
5G benefits AI, Internet of Things, Industry 4.0. Hey, DWD, thank you very much, and thank you for that donation.
Oh, hi, Kiki.
Somebody said racist comment. What's a racist comment? I don't even know what they're talking about. Let's see. Won't the people left in the countryside revolt against 5G? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think once they see what's happening to other people, I think, okay, thank you, Gangsta, for blocking that one. Yeah, people are just, the racist. Okay, thank you. Yeah, people are just, here's the thing, guys. You know what? Suzanne and I are very good friends. We like to joke. We like to have fun. We like to have a good time. And that's how it should be in life. And, when people get on there and say stupid stuff, why? What is the sense of that? Does it make you feel better? Does it make you feel like you're a man because you say something stupid? It just shows what your mentality truly is. So remember, guys, negativity breeds negativity. So when you do that, it just shows you where your intelligence level is. So anyway, how are the cats doing today? The cats are awesome. They're doing real well. The chickens are doing awesome. They're doing really, really well. We ended up getting 4 eggs today altogether. And have you ever been to Rolling Thunder in DC? I have not. I actually had Eric, one of my subscribers that lives in Washington, sent me 2 T-shirts, and I had one of them on the other day. I showed you guys that, and but no, I've never been down there for that. And I hope they do it again. This year was supposed to be the last year. I hope they do it again. I would definitely like to make that trip down there. All right, guys. So we're at 564 thumbs up now. We beat the 521. Let's see if we get it up over 600 here, because that would be fun. That'd be a new record to shoot for. So we're already at a new record, but let's see how high we can get it up. Let's see if we can get it up over 600.
Oh, really?
Let's see. Oh, yeah, Reverend Christine, her birthday is also today. So happy birthday to Reverend Christine as well. She's a Gemini, just like me, obviously. Let's see. Went with the combat vets. That's who I ride with. That's very cool. I got a buddy of mine that does that. Thank you for the info on the diodes for the panels if an EMF hits. You're very welcome, and thank you very much for that donation as well. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Bike Week in Daytona is fun. I'm sure. I would love to do that too. That's one definitely thing on my list that I would love to do. Is I think going to Bike Week would be a blast. I think that would be a lot of fun. Main chapter, very cool.
Yo, yeah. I'm back.
A buddy of mine, he rides. What are they called?
How did you get so far off topic?
The Legion Riders. That's who he rides with, because that's what just happens.
Oh my God, he's ADD.
But he rides with the Legion Riders because he get the Eagle, I guess, is what they get on the back of theirs. Apple Elmy. Tubular guy just said that.
Oh, of course.
Again, everybody that's saying happy birthday, thank you very much. I do appreciate that again. I really, truly do. I'll tell you what, doing this whole live stream has been so much fun. I really enjoy it. And it's been a lot of fun on Sundays with Little Prepper Lady joining me. We've had a lot of fun together. We just joke and laugh and just have a great time with it. So it's really enjoyable. And that's how we are even off camera. So we're always just joking and having fun. So
no, he's not ADHD. He's not hyper. He's just very ADD. Like, I'll be in the middle of a conversation with him. He's like, oh, by the way, blah, 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 about something totally random. I'm like, where did that even come from?
You got to remember, guys, I'm a Gemini, so I'm an air sign. My rising sign and my moon sign are also air signs. So my brain is going constantly in 800 different directions.
I live with a Gemini. I know how it goes.
Yes. So
it's exhausting.
Yeah, well.
And then when Samantha's in the room and I'm on Snapchat with him, I'm like, I can't with you two. I can't.
Right.
I can't. I'm like, I'm out.
Do I think 5G will come out near my homestead? I hope not, to be honest with you. So we'll see what happens. I'm not really sure.
Do you have electricity poles on this road?
We have electricity poles, yeah.
Well, they're putting them in on electricity bills.
I know they are. Yeah, so I don't know. They might. All right, guys. So listen, it's 9 o'clock now. So we're going to start taking some phone calls. And as we take the calls, again, it's 3 minutes. So we're going to limit you guys to 3 minutes. You want to tell us what the number is again so we can put it out there?
You're going to make me look again, aren't you?
Again, yeah, I sure am.
Good grief. I never remember the date. I haven't called it in a hot minute, so hold up.
Last Sunday. Again.
No, it was the Sunday before, which was in May.
Okay.
So give me a minute.
So she's going to look it up real quick. Oh, here we go. JJ just put it up there. 585-489-9579.
Thank you, JJ.
Thank you,
You're
JJ.
on the ball.
I appreciate that.
I am not on the ball.
So if you guys would like to call in, we're going to take calls now for the next half an hour. And here we go.
You want me to answer or do you answer it?
You do it.
Thank you for calling into Prepper Nurse 1 and Little Prepper Lady. Who is this and where are you calling from? Hello?
Hi, this is Ed.
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, you're just breaking up.
Is that any better?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Alright, so, happy birthday, Ed. And I got a couple things to bring up. One of them is the death guy in Australia.
I'm having a real hard time hearing you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can't hear you at all. You're breaking up. We can hear like every 5 words. Like 1 in 5.
Yeah.
Maybe you can call back if you move to a better place that you have cell phone
And whatever, if you're listening to us in the background, please turn that volume down because that might have something to do with it. Try to go to the. We're gonna have to take the next call. I'm sorry. Try.
Thank you for calling into Prepper Nurse 1 and Little Prepper Lady. Who is this and where are you calling from?
This is Baby Doll.
Hi, you gotta turn us down in the background first though, because I can hear us.
Is that better?
Yes,
that is much better. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
This is Baby Doll, and I'm calling from Huntsville, Alabama.
Hi, Baby Doll. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you. I was asking you guys, were you all even allowed to say anything referring to Monsanto? Because if I'm not mistaken, maybe a couple years ago, I heard that Monsanto was going to get to all of the gardening seeds. So it would kind of like defeat the purpose almost, you know, planting something that's already been genetically modified.
Right, but
and
if
it's
you
only gonna,
if you're going with the non-GMO seeds and stuff like that, they're not genetically modified, so they cannot do that. Anything that is an heirloom seed, those are seeds that have no kind of genetic thing in them at all.
I would get
right.
I would get your most non-GMO, non-pesticide, all of that kind of stuff seeds. And then what I would do is when you're planting your garden, I would take the seeds off of your plants and continue to use them year after year. That way you know what's going into the food that you're growing.
Right. And real quickly, let me just say this. As far as them, getting to people, the 5G and this, that, and the other, let me say something about Wi-Fi. I notice that when I lay in front of my laptop, I notice I'll continuously fall asleep. Do you know that the minute I turn that laptop off and disconnect everything, I'm just fine?
Yeah, that
Yep.
that doesn't surprise me. That
Yep.
doesn't surprise me at all.
Yep, it causes all sorts of adverse effects. It may not be major health effects, but disturbances in sleep and headaches, all sorts of different things like that have been known to be caused by all of the radiation that's continuously bombarding our systems every day.
Right. And I was asking you guys, did you guys have a mask and a suit?
I have gas masks here at the house. I do not have the suit though.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let someone else get on.
All right,
Well, thank you very much for calling.
Keep it
So-
coming.
Have a good night.
Okay, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Thank you for calling into Prepper Nurse One and Little Prepper Lady. Who is this, and where are you calling from?
Casper from
Do you have us on in the background? If you do, you got to turn that down, please.
it's just a Bluetooth headset.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome to the show.
Hi, I love your show. I love watching you. Good stuff.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk to everyone about Orgone Stone. I'm not sure if you all know what that is. Orgone Stone, it helps emit the EMF radiation from Wi-Fi.
Oh, I did not know that.
People, look, ORGONE Stone.
ORGONE Stone. Okay.
Yeah, look it up. I mean, they're not expensive. I would get one for everyone in the house. Maybe even one for animals to hang it on their car.
That's a good idea.
It could help emit the EMF. Also, look into Kangen water.
Kangen water?
Yeah, Kangen water. Kangen water. Now, the machines are fairly expensive, but they are medical grade type machines that give you actual alkaline water, and they put an electric charge through the water. You can buy a Sentia or something like that has a high pH, but as soon as carbon dioxide gets into that water, it turns it acidic, so it doesn't do anything. But the electric charge keeps that water alkaline, so you put that in your body, it can fight off any disease. No disease, no cancer or anything can live in an oxygenated environment.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Cool.
That's good information.
You're welcome. Also, I don't know if you know about the Grand Solar Minimum. There's floods like crazy right now in this country. They're not even planting any crops. If I were to tell anybody any good advice, I would say buy a dehydrator, buy a vacuum sealer, buy as much produce as you can, and start drying that stuff and vacuum sealing it, putting it away. I wouldn't say mason jars, but mason jars are heavier with glass and they take up too much space. You can get more in with a dehydrator and vacuum seal.
Right. Well, thank you very much for calling in.
I'm sorry I was like rapid fire. I just wanted to make sure I got all that information in real quick.
Well,
No,
we
that's
appreciate
fine.
that. No, but thank you very much for calling, and thanks for that information.
You're very welcome. You all have a good rest of your night.
All right, you too now.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Thank you for calling into Prepper Nurse One and Little Prepper Lady. Who is this, and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Mark. I'm calling from Florida.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark, how you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing good, Ed. I was the one saying, hey, the rain will help your garden. So anyway, I've been watching your channel for a while, and I'm a retired Navy SEAL.
Oh, very cool.
And yeah, so I have a little input for your 5G conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be serious or tell you about what's happening or whatever, but I do have some influence on this. What it is the military has been using a lot of the frequencies for years, and so what's happened is the bandwidth has shrunken. So the FCC has only given out so many megahertz where they can run their frequencies because of the shrinking of the megahertz community. So what's happened is when this 5G came out, the Democrats the lobbyists had made some interventions with some of these phone companies like iPhone and then of course the Android. And then what's happened is Trump wanted to help the farmers because they've been ignored for years and years, and they didn't even have the 3G or the 4G in the Midwest out on some of those farms.
Right.
So Trump has supported this because he wanted to help the farmers. These people in these rural areas where they could get internet and communication and all these different things that these people really didn't have. And so it's a cross between the Democrats lobbying with the people out in California that run these high-tech companies, and then Trump supporting it for the farmers and all these other people in the rural areas.
Right.
And but the megahertz, it's been a problem for years. Even in the military, like megahertz 421 and 428 is strictly used by the military.
Right.
They've been using this stuff for years. At the 5G capability, even with the laser systems, and you can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
With the aircraft and all this kind of stuff. But
we appreciate the feedback.
It is about money, because everyone, once this happens, and they put these towers up everywhere and construct this network, everyone's going to have to buy a new phone. And that's what the lobbyists have been doing with the Democrats. It's amazing to me.
I don't mean to cut you off, but your time is up. We got to take other calls, but I really appreciate you calling in and sharing that information with us.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
Okay, you have
you guys.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
All right, we'll see you. All right, guys. So anybody else wants to call in? I know we had a bunch of calls coming in. My mood ring. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I love that. Kevin,
I love mood rings. They're
mood
great.
rings are awesome. All right, guys. If you want to call in, it's 585-489-9579.
I'm not falling asleep, guys. I promise. I'm just really tired. Do you guys deliver?
Oh, here we go.
Thank you for calling into Prepper Nurse One and Little Prepper Lady. Who is this, and where are you calling from?
This is from the guy from Gander, New York.
Hey, how are you tonight?
Good. Well, I love watching all your videos. I can't subscribe. I will watch a ton of videos. I don't know how to do it. But I thought I'd call in and let you know I enjoy your videos.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
That'd be nice to meet up with you someday if you're not afraid to meet up with people.
I'm not. I've met up with several people so far. And like I said, we're going to do that gathering in August at Letchworth State Park, too. So if you're interested with that, we'd love to have you show up for that.
Well, I don't know my way around very well.
Oh, okay.
I'm not very good at, I know, I know where you live, but if you told me directions, I don't think I could get there. I'm not literally that dumb.
Well, it's not that you're dumb. I don't think that you're dumb.
I'm learning disabled.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
I do the best I can, but
Well, maybe you can have somebody bring you over there.
I'm from the old school. See, all this stuff today is, I'm not up on it. I was brought up on the old timers raised me.
Oh, I understand that.
I love the old timers. They taught me everything I needed to know because all the kids wanted to pick on me and make fun of me.
Right. Well, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad they were watching out for you.
I was a dumb farmer. That's what they used to tell me.
Well,
I love to farm.
people that know how to do farming are not dumb by any stretch of the imagination.
No, I just find you as a very interesting person, and I love to talk. So I thought I'd like to make friends with you and visit with you.
That would be fine. We can do that.
Get a hold of him through his email if that's a possibility for you too.
Yeah, if you,
I don't know how to do emails. I can give him my cell phone number, but I don't know how to do email.
Okay.
I have no clue.
Well, I have your cell phone number actually from your phone call. It came up, so.
Okay. It'd be fun to meet up with him. I'm getting a very big interest in military people.
Well, that's good.
He's the big inspiration for it.
well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well, listen, your 3 minutes is up, so I appreciate you calling. We got to take another call, okay?
If you want to call me at another time when I'm not interrupting your show, that'd be great.
I can do that.
Okay.
All right, thank
Have a
you.
good night.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for calling into Prepper Nurse 1 and Little Prepper Lady. Who is this and where are you calling from? Hello?
Hello, is this Little Prepper Nurse Lady?
Prepper Nurse 1 and Little Prepper Lady, yes.
Hello, I was okay if I talk to you guys real quick?
Sure, that's fine.
Hey, it's good talking to you the first time talking. So this is Tanner from California. I was going to tell you about the TAPS Act. So it is an acronym. I forgot what it is. But basically, from what I've heard that it's going to do, it is basically red flag on steroids. So what it's going to do, it's going to allow law enforcement, I'm guessing federal agents, I could be wrong,
Okay.
it's going to allow them to do threat assessments children or on you, and that's how they'll determine to disarm you. So basically what they've described as critics is it's like a minority report or pre-crime law, if you will.
Okay.
So that's something to keep an eye on. If you go to Guns and Gadgets, that's a channel, they've been talking about this. So
Oh my
it's
goodness.
serious.
That's not okay.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
And it's like people don't realize with the red flag laws, and the states will vary because they'll add stuff to it. So, like, for example, they've been trying to apply to minors so they can take guns away from parents. Certain states are doing that. It's like nobody realizes that most of our Bill of Rights have been watered down or gone because of this. I mean, we could talk about the Patriots Act and all of that, but this is like the mark here because it's like, you won't be able to bumper stickers on your certain bumper stickers on your car because then let's say your neighbor thinks, oh well, I don't want this guy to have guns, so let's say you have an NRA sticker, that's like I've been telling people it's having the MAGA hat nothing to compare to this.
Right.
Strip.
Right.
Whereabouts in California are you? I'm just curious.
Southern California.
Oh, okay. I'm going to LA in 8 days.
Yeah. And so I want to say that. I was telling Prepper Nurse 1, I'm not sure if he caught it, just as a funny joke, next time he comes on the show, he should wear a tinfoil hat as a joke because there's a stereotype that we're, I mean, I know there's people like that, and I'm certainly not that way, but it's like, I don't get it, but people say, oh, that's what all preppers and survivalists are like, those people, and as a joke, but anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's funny.
Yeah, but anyway, I'll get you guys going. I was thinking if you wanted to do an interview with someone, I don't know the person. Have you heard of Paid Nurse?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. All right. Well, I'll talk to you. Have a good day.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you for calling in.
Uh-huh. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, we can take a couple more calls here. I know a few people were calling in when he was talking.
Thank you for... No, what the heck is going on? Why did it start dialing?
I don't know.
Whoever just called, call back, because I don't know what happened with the phone. Thank you for calling into Prepper Nurse One and Little Prepper Lady. Who is this, and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Wolfgang
Hey, Wolfgang,
Hey,
how you
Wolfgang,
doing?
what's up?
from Ohio. Hey, I'll make this short. The 5G. Now, you gotta remember, I'm old school.
Okay.
I do not believe in that 5G crap. Alright? Plain and simple, I won't even go there and buy that type of technology. So, I noticed you guys had made a comment about the cell phones that you have now, okay? And when this 5G kicks in, guess what's going to happen to me?
What's that?
Because
Nothing.
I'm not going to buy a new phone. I will stay with landline.
Yep.
I don't blame you.
Well, like I said,
So,
you know, if it comes to the point where I have to get rid of my phone and buy a whole new one, I'm not doing it. You want to get a hold of me, you better figure out how to
wait
use a
minute.
landline
You
phone.
know, and I made a comment a while ago in the chat about the old soup can and a string.
Yeah, that works.
Yep.
I don't know if you caught that, but you know what? I
saw
am not going with that technology.
Yeah,
I
no,
won't
it's
do
not worth it.
Hey, Sue just said that she's your biggest fan.
Bang.
Not fan, but fang.
But anyway, so I'm gonna get off so somebody else can call.
All right, well,
I just wanted to make that.
all right, well, thank you for calling.
All right, bye.
Have a
All right,
good
we'll see
night,
ya.
Wolfgang.
Yes.
I love Wolfgang.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Wolfgang, I need to make you a tie-dye. You got to get a hold of me in my email so I can get your size and your colors. You got to have one. JJ's got to have one too. And the Watchman News. You guys are the best.
All right, let's see. So we're taking. Anybody else? Well, everybody calls when we're talking to somebody.
Right, but not when we don't have anybody. Come on. Somebody's got to want to call. No, you do not suck. Stop that. You guys are the best. Free tie-dyes.
Okay, tubular guy, try again right now. Nobody's calling.
Nope. Still waiting.
Yeah, we can take a few more calls here, guys. Number again? You want to put it up there, guys, for everybody again, please?
Well, tubular guy knows it, doesn't he?
Yeah. There it is, 585-489-9579.
Thank you for calling into Prepper Nurse One and Little Prepper Lady. Who is this, and where are you calling from?
Hey, this is John. I'm calling from FEMA Region Number 4.
Okay.
All right.
How you doing tonight, John?
Hey, I'm doing good. Hey, I'll be real short. I just wanted to ask make a request, if I could, for maybe a future program. A couple of weeks ago, you did something about the 9/11. You had a program about that where you kind of discussed that a little bit. I would like to know if you would possibly do a follow-up program on that sometime in the near future. Yesterday, there was a video going around that showed what appears to be a missile hitting the Pentagon.
Right.
I don't know if you guys saw that or not, and that just kind of, confirms what I suspected all along. But anyhow, I just mainly was calling to ask if you guys will consider doing a follow-up on that sometime in the near future.
Absolutely. We can do another show on that. Absolutely not a problem at all.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about with that entire thing, and we got way off topic. So yeah. We could totally do another show and get a whole lot of more notes and things like that, and some video links and stuff like that together.
Okay, cool. Hey, I really enjoyed the program. Keep up the good work, and
Thanks.
I'll hang up now and let someone else get in.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thanks
Have
for
a good
calling.
night.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you for calling into Proper Nurse One and Little Proper Lady. Who is this and where are you calling from?
This is William, and I'm calling from Powhatan, Virginia.
Do you have us on speakerphone?
Huh?
Do you have us on speakerphone?
My head, I got it down now. Okay, I can hear you.
Okay, we hear you better now.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Okay, yeah, I've been watching y'all for quite a long time now. I enjoy the show, and I want to just comment on the idea about this 5G stuff and these, radio frequencies.
Mm-hmm.
I had the idea a long time ago. I was in the Air Force, and I remember going to training one time, and I got to thinking about the human mind. Is actually uses electricity in the body.
Yes.
From the cerebral cortex down to do things like snap your fingers and that sort of thing. It sends messages and that sort of thing. And I was wondering, do you think maybe the radio frequencies could be adjusted to even maybe shut people down, just make them drop?
Well, quite possibly. If you think about the things that they're putting in, the stuff that they're spraying throughout the air, they're saying that they have nanobots in those, and we're inhaling those, microscopic nanobots. So if they want to, could they flip a switch and shut us down? Quite possibly. Absolutely.
Yeah, what about frequencies that could actually heat up gunpowder and make gunpowder that people have in their guns, like magazines and that sort of thing, make the whole clip or whatever blow up?
Well, they can do that with laser beams, so I would assume they would be able to do that with the same type of technology.
Right.
Yeah, kind of render your guns useless.
Yep.
They can blow up your guns in your hands while you're trying to...
I don't think that they would... Well, they might want to do it if it's in your hands, but if it's like just on your person or something, they're not going to want to blow it up because they can use it. But if you're trying to use it, yeah.
So like me, they could disrupt a lot of people's guns.
Yep.
And just blow up their bullets in their ammo boxes or whatever, in your guns, whatever, and you won't be able to use your gun in defense of yourself.
Right.
Or even your rights, maybe.
Right, exactly.
Well, that's about it. I'm keep watching your show. I enjoy it. You have a good night.
You too.
Well, thank you very much, and thanks for calling in.
All right, take care now.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Guys, we're going to have time for one more call. So if we get one more call from somebody, and here we go. There will be our last call.
Thank you for calling into Proper Nurse One and Little Proper Lady. Who is this, and where are you calling from?
My name's Ben. I just want to say I just found you guys tonight, and
cool.
Keep going.
Well, thank you very much, and welcome aboard.
All right, have a good day.
Yes, you too now.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, we'll take one more.
Thank you for calling into Proper Nurse One and Little Proper Lady. Who is this, and where are you calling from?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
We're good. We've been watching Prepper for a long time, Prepper Nurse, and we had a question. We have a cabin in Governor. How far are we from you?
Governor where?
Governor, New York.
I'll tell you what. I can take a look in a second here.
I know we're both grabbed our phone like, where's Governor, New York?
It's between Governor and Potsdam.
Yeah, never heard of either one of those places.
Hold on a second. I've heard of Potsdam.
That's up in St. Lawrence County. Lawrence, yeah. They call it the North Country. We're from an hour from Watertown.
Oh, so if you're up by Watertown, you're quite a ways away. Quite a ways away from me.
Way?
Yeah, long way.
We're about 2 hours south of Buffalo.
Oh, you're close to Buffalo, huh?
Yep.
Well, we're watching tonight, and oh God, we're so excited. We've been trying to get through and writing, and I know I've texted him a couple of times because we're in our 60s, in our late 60s, and we're preppers.
Cool.
And we've been trying to get on Prepper Community, but we haven't found nobody in our area, which is strange. And hold on, what do you want to say? Anyway, we want to meet you. We've been just following you for 2 years, and we just. Where's that park at?
Letchworth State Park is I'm trying to think where is it near? It's if you were going down 390.
390.
Yes, if you were going if you were near Rochester, if you were on if you went off the thruway I-90, came I-90 heading towards Buffalo, you would get off. You'd get off at Henrietta onto 390 and head 390 south.
Okay, because we usually come to Utica, and then we go up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but
so we still have a ways to go.
Yeah,
right,
we're like an hour north of the Pennsylvania border, so we're way down there.
So you're really you're closer to our other house. They're by the Pennsylvania border.
About an hour from the Pennsylvania border.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's up 17, right?
Yeah, if you went up 17 turns into 390.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it used
so
to be 17. It's 80.
Yeah, they changed it now.
6 or something now. But yes. Yep.
I didn't know we were going to get you. I have so many questions. I was trying to take down your address too. Yeah, I got everything but the box number.
Oh, it's P.O. Box 432.
432.
And it's Dansville, Dansville, New York. And it's 14437.
14437.
Yep.
Okay, because we're trying to get with somebody because we got a place, it's 5 acres up in Richfield, New York. It's between Potsdam and Governor.
Okay.
And we hope to be up there full time because we got to get out. We can't take it no more down here. We don't have electric at our house. We have water now, but we don't have any electric, so I'm not worried about it crashing. But I want to get where we don't have to have that, maybe CB or something.
Right. Well, hon, I don't mean to cut you off, but we're over the time, okay?
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, thank you very much for calling.
All right.
Bye. All right. Bye. All right, guys. Well, very nice show tonight. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that.
He can't multitask.
I know.
Just give him a second.
I'm just turning that off. All right. So I appreciate all the support. Really do. Thank you very much for everybody, coming on and joining us for the 5G chat tonight. Great discussion, great comments, great interaction. Again, thank you very much. And we had a new record for thumbs up today. It's 628 right now, which is awesome. So thank you guys for all that. So now we got to try.
You guys rock.
We got to try to beat 628. That's going to be the new. Well, it's up to 631 now. So we're going to have to try to beat that for the next time. So anyway, guys, I like to end all my shows the same. Remember, we are all in this together. That's important to remember. If we work together, that's really, really important. Okay. Remember also, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, so we never know what's going to happen. So make sure you tell the people that you care about every day how you feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you is you, okay? And I'm going to turn it over to Little Prepper Lady.
You're not going to Macarena with me?
I'll Macarena with you.
All right. Always remember, guys, everything happens for a reason. Whether you're having a good day or a bad day, you're in a good situation or a bad situation. Just stick with it, and everything's going to be okay. Also, always remember, forget about the past. There isn't anything that we can do about the past. The only thing we can do is try to grow from it, try to learn from it, and be thinking about the future while be living in the now. Be living, be loving, be laughing, being enjoying your family and your friends right now, because you never know. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We all could not be here tomorrow. So be living your life now while staying focused on the future. That's all we've got for you guys tonight.
Yep. And we're at 655, so that's going to be the new number, guys, to shoot for. I will see you guys later. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, guys.
Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.